Hi.
No matter what, every time you say
I
that,
it's like
we still
I
giggle,
giggle. Giggle
giggle,
out loud. I gall.
giggle. Oh, yeah, that's a new word.
Yeah.
Giggle. Gol.
GOL.
Hey, 2 weeks in a row, we made a new saying,
A new ism.
a new asm.
Ism.
What was last week?
I don't know. I'll have to
You
listen
really
to it.
bushed or
No, major. No.
you? Oh, fudge. You
What
were
the hell?
you were a bush major or something? I can't think of it. Maybe we gotta go back and listen to our
Yeah.
last week's episode, but it was funny anyways. But this week is Gall.
Golf.
What
Giggle
is this?
out loud.
Giggle out loud. Just imagine if that just it's a trend and you made something
Hashtag
up.
it.
Hashtag it. And so yeah, guys, welcome to another
Okay.
episode of Rez Hockey. This is episode 114. I am Trevor, and with me as always is Mr. Dennis Major. Hello,
Mm.
Dennis.
Well, hello, Trevor.
AKA Bushy,
Yeah.
AKA Bushrat.
Ah,
What's going on, man? How you
not
feeling?
much.
How you feeling after NHL playoffs after the first round?
Um, Disappointed and elated. Disappointed in a bunch of has been in a bunch of wannabe fans that don't understand how truly set play that was by Pasternak and that defenseman and how
It
close it
was a
actually.
set play. It
Yeah,
was.
I've been on the receiving end many times, and it if you watch the replay, that almost did happen because Toronto defender almost got his stick in the way of the dumping. If
And
you
Boston was the home team, so they know their
Yeah,
boards, they know their
yeah,
bounces, their angles, everything. They practice that day in,
hmm
day out at practice, right? End of
yeah.
practice, they dump these the D dump will dump the puck in, but they were off. It was icing though. He was maybe
You,
2 feet from the red line, right? Did you see it on TikTok? I
uh,
watched it over and over on TikTok.
well, TikTok. But I watched the replay, try to see where he released a puck.
He was still moving towards the red line, but it was
Yeah,
before the red line. Like,
but
come
I
on.
think, but I think the ruling was the Bruins defender was going to beat Toronto.
Yeah, everyone was
They're,
standing still. Like Marner,
yeah,
Marner was right beside Pasternak, and he let Pasternak go.
yeah, hmm
And when you see the replay, you see like four Maple Leafs standing in their zone, just standing there,
I
gliding.
know
So
because
my
they all
Toronto
thought
Maple,
they probably thought it was icing, so they like I don't
so
know.
sad to say, my Toronto Maple Leafs are out of the 2024 NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. I just don't care no more. I don't. I
You
don't
even
know.
deleted the app.
I deleted my app off my phone. So I don't know. What do you do as a Maple Leafs fan? You have these four main players that take
Yeah.
more than half of their salary cap, and they're not doing nothing. And Marner wants to resign. Like I
hmm
don't know. I do not know. I do not know. But anyways, we'll talk more about NHL playoffs as we introduce you our guest. Our guest for this week's episode is a former guest, but we decided to have him on again since he did such a deadly job the first time.
hmm
Our guest for this week's episode, number 114, is Mr. Tyson Wuttunee of Red Pheasant First Nation. So it was I was unfortunately Bush wasn't able to attend. Bush was too busy working. He's the hardest worker for his organization. So Bush doesn't even take coffee breaks or pee breaks. But the interview with Watts and it was really quick. Usually our interviews were 20 to 30 minutes, and this one was 15 minutes. Watts is an assistant coach with Team Saskatchewan boys hockey team at the National Aboriginal Hockey Championship in Prince, no, Grand Prairie, Alberta. So in between supper and going on the bus, he gave an interview. So we talked very quickly. He said, "Just give me a minute. I'm just gonna eat my supper and then I'll come to the interview." And I said, "Make sure you chew your food,
Mhm.
bro." He goes, "Yeah, I don't want to go seagull style and just." So like always, it's always good to catch up with our bro from Red Pheasant.
Mhm.
So yeah, we'll go to go to that interview later on in the show. Cuz of the week. We actually have a cuz of the week.
Again.
You'll know this cuz of the week as I do as well. Cuz of the week for episode 114. He was nominated. His mom nominated him, which
Oh.
she is the former cuz of the week as well. So cuz of the week for episode 114 this week is Mr. SJ Sumner.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
SJ.
Little SJ, for those who don't know, SJ is my little grandson. Well, he's not little, he's
Yeah.
not, is he 9 or 10? I think he's 9.
Okay.
SJ played in the Goodwill hockey tournament this past weekend at Thunder Bay for the
Mhm.
Wajir Onigum Little Braves. Unfortunately, they lost in the finals to Casablanca in the U9 championship, but SJ had a really good tournament. He I think 1 goal. He scored like 7 goals.
Oh.
So he's starting at first. His mom and his dad were kind of worried that like when he was maybe around 4 or 5, he wasn't really 6 years old. He wasn't really interested in hockey. Like you know how boys are; they're all more into their gaming and their
Yeah.
PlayStations and whatnot. So he wasn't really too interested in this. I think his parents were getting kind of worried because our whole family plays hockey. But
Yeah.
anyways, SJ's loves the game of hockey now, and just it took him a little bit longer than a lot of kids his age. But yeah, he loves playing and he loves taping a stick. He's one kid who will tape a stick just to if he's watching YouTube or something on his iPad, he'll just sit around and tape his stick. So it's gonna be it was an expensive hockey season buying him tape, and he's into that grip tape too. So
Oh,
I
really?
always have to buy him that grip tape. You know that grip tape's like like $8 now.
Really?
Yeah, remember when it used to be like $4, five
Yeah.
bucks? Now it's like $8 at Hockey Pro Life or Pro
Oh,
Hockey Life. Like, what is it anyways? Is it Pro Hockey Life or Hockey Pro Life? It's Pro Hockey
Hockey
Life.
Life. Yeah.
Pro Hockey Life. I always
Pro Hockey
get
Life. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah. Um I feel bad for like hockey parents, like for kids who are in that phase where they just want to tape their stick and practice taping it.
Yeah.
It's expensive, especially white tape. White tape's expensive, and that's what SJ uses. So yeah, because of the week is Mr. SJ Sumners. So thank you for the nomination. And if anyone wants to be because of the week or knows of anyone who wants to be because of the week, shoot us a message on our socials and we'll be more than happy to set that up.
Yeah.
Shoutouts. Do you have any shoutouts for episode 114?
No.
Same, same here. That's a big N-O. Gawin, Muna. That's how you say in Korean, Muna.
Oh,
But there's
okay.
two dialects. Like there's like a Musfashi dialect and a West Coast of James Bay dialect. Muna and Mula. I don't know. It's
Hmm.
like yeah, there's two different dialects for that. So NHL playoffs, as we mentioned, I was really bad. I think I was for the Western Conference. I got them all wrong. I
What?
picked
You thought the Kings?
I thought the Kings were well, they're such a gritty team. Like
They
they're a
did.
playoff team, like but they just I don't know. They just got well, and first they got Talbot and Nets. Come on, man.
Yeah, 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 right.
So and I picked Nashville to beat Vancouver.
I
No, I
wanted
got
Nashville,
Colorado
yeah.
though. I got Colorado. That's the only one I got right, and I picked Vegas to beat Dallas. So it was 1 for 4 in the Western Conference.
In
How'd you do?
the Western, I was I was 3 for 4. I got Nashville wrong. I knew
That's not bad.
people wanted they're like, oh, Winnipeg's gonna take the no, they won't. No, they just don't have the team. They did not have a playoff team built for Makar and McKinnon
McKinnon,
and
no.
Shustakin or
Yeah,
whatever his name.
he was good. That
Yeah,
he used to play for Dallas, I remember.
yeah. Did I
But
pronounce it right?
no, you
You know what
butchered
I'm talking about,
it.
though, right?
Yeah, I know who starts with a last, I mean with a V.
Yeah.
For Eastern Conference, I picked I picked Florida over Tampa Bay. Unfortunately,
Mm,
Toronto over Boston. Rangers over Caps, I got that right, and Carolina over Islanders. So I was
yeah.
3 for 4 for that one, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, I I didn't think the sweep would have been by Washington. I thought it would have been by Winnipeg or
Really?
or the team to have get swept. Yeah.
Oh, so was there any upsets? Do you think there was upsets?
No,
I think the
I don't think
Boston
so.
one was an upset. So
No, they were favored, but I really wanted Toronto to win. It's like they're at that uh
what? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. It just make me sad.
yeah.
I
But did you
got
notice when Nylander started to play, they were winning,
yeah.
right? Mm. He's
Did
always
you
said,
see that one TikTok video about that AI with the coach's press conference?
"Oh yeah,
Isn't that crazy how
tell him,
real it sounded
yeah,
exactly like him and his mouth was well, you could tell it when his mouth was moving it was fake, but it seemed real, just his voice.
yeah, I know."
That's
What did the AI said? Yeah, this team effed me or something.
yeah. I'm going to
It's like,
Pittsburgh.
wow, yeah.
Jeez, that's pretty that was pretty cool though. Okay.
All right,
Um Dallas and Colorado. Who do you have for that?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Dallas. I think I'm gonna go Dallas in 6 games.
I think that one's gonna go 7. I'll go with Dallas too, but I'll go 7. I mean Dallas, they beat the defending champ, so their
Yeah.
momentum's and their confidence are it's going strong. So I think they're gonna keep that confidence and momentum
Mhm.
going. So yeah, I'll say Dallas. So Vancouver and Edmonton. You,
It's gonna go.
you
It's gonna go 5 games. I think by the Oil.
really?
No, I'm just kidding. No, they're gonna go six games. I think they're gonna split the home and home series.
What do you think
And the
about there's no Demko though, right? You gotta but
yeah.
that goalie's playing good though.
Hmm.
But then again, Nashville didn't really have firepower compared to
No,
Oilers, right?
no, like yeah, like the everybody was on cue about the LA Kings diamond formation, and
Yeah.
the Oilers just they just
Why
took advantage.
why
Yeah,
do
I don't know.
teams leave Draisaitl on the right side, like by the icing line? Like, why
Hmm.
do they leave him open? Like,
I
you
know.
know he's gonna get the puck on a one-timer every time,
Hmm.
and you leave him open.
Or
I
the
don't
Bush
understand
or the
that.
Bush bomb,
The push off.
or Connor's just gonna walk it in.
Yeah, they have some
They
good
got some
firepower.
options. Yeah.
But it's funny that your $9 million man's not even doing nothing.
I know.
He's so useless out there, man. Like, what do you do with $9 million to
$1 million.
spend it on him? Like,
I know.
what a waste of money. And if you don't know who we're talking about Nurse.
Darnell Nurse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the biggest question mark ever. Sign a guy for 9 million like that.
Yeah.
Okay, what about Florida, Boston?
Florida, Boston. I
I'm gonna go Boston. I mean Florida in
yeah.
5.
Do you think they'll come back? I'm gonna go Boston and I'll go Boston in 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ouch. Okay, we got the Rangers and Carolina. Like, I really don't know who's on Carolina. Like Seth Jarvis, Aho. Uh,
Kuznetsov.
oh yeah, he's on there. I will
Yeah.
I'll say Carolina and 7. That one's
I'm still bad blood with Carolina since 2006, so I'm gonna go Rangers in 4.
ooh. So there we go. Yeah. I don't know. I just have no interest in watching hockey no more. I don't. I just
I
it's 1-1 now between Saskatoon and Moose Jaw. Game 7 of
oh
the Eastern Conference Finals. And I'm watching it on TV. Second
holy
intermission.
man!
So
What did I say? What did you pick the Dallas Colorado series? I know we just talked about it.
7.
Colorado.
Yeah. No, I said 7 Dallas.
Oh, it's 3-0 Dallas right now. The first.
Woo!
Yeah.
I was so disappointed with because Vegas is my Western team,
Yeah. Mhm.
and I thought they were gonna win. Did you see Mark Stone get cross-checked in the back?
No.
He got it pretty like just above his pants and below his shoulder pads, and it looked like it stopped.
Oh.
But
Oh,
most
that's
likely
just
he'll,
flesh there.
yeah, most likely he'll go into injury reserve and just milk it.
Yeah.
So are you excited for tomorrow for game
I'm
1?
I'm very excited tomorrow.
Like,
Game 1.
are you a superstitious fan? Like,
Yes, I am. I'm
so are
very.
you gonna do the same thing you did last series and do it tomorrow?
Yeah, I haven't even I want you listeners with sensitive ears. I got my same gitch that I haven't washed, but they're set aside for tomorrow night.
They could
I'm just
stand on themselves if I tried to stand them up.
but I got my jersey, I got my same undershirt that I wore.
You know, SJ, the one game his mom made him nachos and wings for supper, and they won that game. I think it was like game 2, and I was gonna tell SJ you have to have nachos and wings again because they won. So you got to keep that momentum and be superstitious. But he didn't have it,
Yeah.
and they lost. So I kind of blame SJ for Toronto losing. But I was being trying to be superstitious too
Mhm.
with Toronto, but when they won in overtime, I was driving on the highway and I was listening to it on the radio. So I should have listened. I should have went to my
Yeah.
car and listened to the game.
Do
But
you do you remember where you were when John Tavares scored the overtime winner last year?
yes, I was with you and Nick, and we were just on the outskirts of Kenora coming back from the Freddy.
Yeah.
We were
No, it was the Freddie or was it yeah, or the
no,
WHL game?
it was a WHL game between
Yeah.
Saskatoon and Winnipeg Ice when
Yeah.
Winnipeg had a WHL team. Damn, I can't believe we should have just went to go watch it on TV. But I like listening on the radio too, though.
Yeah.
Like Joe Bowen's probably the best NHL announcer.
I
And I
guess
don't know.
yeah.
I don't know why he's not on TV. So, oh yeah, about my sweater. I just want to give a shout out to Round Lake Bears for this awesome
Oh,
sweater.
nice. Yeah.
Um, unfortunately, they didn't have no extra mediums for you, Bush. So,
Thanks.
but I'll ask. Maybe they'll have more at the Freddy. So it's a nice sweater. So Round Lake Bears are the winners of the 2024 second annual Brent Wilson Memorial Tournament. So it was a good tournament. He played really well. They had a couple of young boys on their team, but they were a lot of good vets on the team. So it
Mhm.
was very good, man. It was very good hockey. I think that, like we mentioned last week, unfortunately, there was teams that pulled out last minute, but
Mhm.
it was a good tournament. Oh yeah, before we go any farther, I saw Judd Blackwater
Oh, nice.
at the at the tournament in Winnipeg, and there was a clip on his Instagram story that he was
Yes, I
an
saw that.
Oilers fan. And he's
Yeah.
there with his wife and Jesse Dudas,
Oh,
another former. He was there too at the game.
was he in the clip or just
Yeah, he was in the clip. He gave Juddy a high five.
oh, okay.
So,
Nice.
and with Judd living in Southern Alberta, being from Southern Alberta, it's like, I thought you were a Flames fan, like Wasey, I said. And he goes, F that, I am. So it's pretty funny just the way he reacted. And that he's not a Flames fan and he's a Oilers fan. I'm surprised. I thought like being from Southern Manitoba, Southern Alberta, that you're a Flames fan, and if you're Northern Alberta, you're a Oilers fan. But I guess that's not the case. So, but yeah, it was good to see Judd. Judd will be playing for Kainai Braves at the Freddie. So it's always good to see like former guests of this that come on the show. It's like
Yeah.
we have really established a friendship with a lot like most of our guests, and that we could just say hi and shake hands and
Yeah.
just shoot the shit with them and like hang around. So, um, but yeah, it was Judd played for Norway House Bruins. Unfortunately, they lost in the semis on the Sunday at the Brent Wilson. Uh, like I mentioned earlier, Round Lake Bears, they beat the defending champs Cross Lake Islanders in
Okay.
the finals. So,
Wow.
Keyshawn was there. He played for Cross Lake. He was flying out there, man.
Hmm.
He's so shifty and like he has that low uh balance, that low gravity when he
Yeah.
skates. So it's hard to hit those shifty guys, and he was flying. So um and I just
Who,
what's that?
who did beat? Who did he get the goal for in overtime last year against?
That was at the Sense Cup when he played for Canoe
Oh, okay.
Lake in Prince Albert,
Yeah.
I think. I just want to give out a shout out to a guy who's from Cross Lake and he played for Islanders. His name's Doug McLeod. I guess he was the oldest player in the tournament. And I was watching their Eagle Lake Chiefs game against Cross Lake,
Hmm.
and it was tied 1-1 and in the third period. And Dougie scored a goal to make it 2-1. They were so Cross Lake was up a goal. And the way he acted, like we know how you and I like we like the old school guys that don't have to celebrate too much and just
Yeah.
yeah, that's another goal. Let's go line up. And that's what he did. He didn't go silly. He didn't go by the team bench and give fist pumps. He just did fist pumps to the guys on the ice and
Yeah.
just lined up right away, man. It was like really cool to see. It's an old school way to
Hmm.
see. And not too many guys do it. So I just want to give a heads up to Doug McLeod on the
That's
job well
cool.
done. I
Yeah.
liked it. I thought it was shows a lot. It's a lot of class, right?
Hmm.
Like kids nowadays, they silly like as if they scored the game-winning goal,
Yeah.
and you got this vet just scored a 2-1 goal on a very important game and a big game against Eagle Lake, and he just is like, "Let's go, boys! Let's line up
Yeah.
and keep going." So I thought that was cool. Not too many guys do that nowadays, so I just want to give a shout out to Dougie McLeod. What else? Berube to Toronto. That's the
Big
rumorville
Berube.
now. What
Oh,
do you think that will happen?
that'd be nice if it happened.
Like
He's won a cup. He dragged a bottom feeder team to win the cup within January, February, March, April, May. In 4 months,
that's
right?
yeah,
So
a team that
when do you think it
wasn't in the
hired?
playoffs, two
When do you
Stanley
think it
Cup
hired?
teams.
Like December 31st or something?
Yeah, in
And
January
then
they weren't in the playoffs.
April. Yeah, 5 months. Jesus.
It'd be cool to have a Cree slash Métis
Hmm.
guy on the bench, especially an old school guy like that, and just smarten up Marner and Matthews and
Yeah.
Nylander. Imagine if Berube was on the bench when Marner had that big fit and threw his gloves.
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
shit. I would love to see that. But yeah, I would love to see Craig Berube on the bench. The Leafs need someone to smarten up those big crybabies, those
Yeah.
spoiled rotten kids. I think the coach, what is the coach name anyway? I forget.
Sheldon.
Sheldon Keefe, I think he lost the respect. He lost
Yeah.
the room. So they need someone new, even if they get rid of Shanahan too. So but do you think of a guy like Shanahan, the way he played like with Detroit, Hartford, St. Louis, and New Jersey, he would smarten up those guys. Like, can you smarten up kids now, like NHL players, or are they too spoiled where you can't really change how they act and how they play?
Ah, I think they're too set in their spoiled ways.
Yeah. But look at McDavid though. He's playing really good ever since they
Mhm.
brought in someone, a former coach with him, right? With no,
Yeah.
who's that coach? No,
Knobloch.
Knobloch. Yeah. So if McDavid can change, Matthews and Marner and Nylander can change. So, but it'd be cool, yeah, to see an indigenous coach for the Maple Leafs. I'd get a Berube jersey because Berube did play for the Maple Leafs.
Mhm.
I think it was like 92, 93. But yeah, I think they need a change of scenery, a new coach on the bench. So hopefully it happens. I'm game for it. I
Yeah.
allow it as a Leafs fan. So,
Uh,
but as of right now, never mind them.
yeah.
So, I'm so disappointed, man. That's year after year, and like starting to get tired of people teasing me on Facebook and social media.
That's yeah.
I just expect it, and I know who's gonna bug me, and I know when. So it's like,
Yeah.
but next year, I guess. I'm not even gonna say next year. Who knows? Uh, yeah, we're all sad over here. So let's uh let's
Okay.
go to our interview with the What's. Let's
What's the
go.
time? Yep.
Rez Hockey would like to introduce you our guest for this week, episode 114. He was one of our OGs back at one of our original guests that we had to show, but we welcome him back as he's been a big supporter of our show. But we would like to introduce our guest for this week, Mr. Wuttunee. What's up? What's going on, brother?
Hey, Trevor, not too bad. Just thanks for having me again on the show here. Follow you guys every day. You know, it's a great thing on to see what you guys are doing here, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to have me back on. And yeah, I'm just out in Grand Prairie right now, coaching Team Saskatchewan U18 boys here at the NA. What is it? The NAHC North
Yeah,
America Hockey Championship. So
you guys have one game under your belt. So far? How are the boys looking?
yeah, we actually we got here last night or the day before. We had a yesterday. We had a practice kind of chill out day with the boys, and we had a game this morning here at 11 o'clock. And yeah, the boys are looking good. We got a lot of AAA players from Saskatchewan there, Warman, Moose Jaw, couple draft picks into the WHL as well. And yeah, we're looking good. We went to 13-1 win this morning. So we play Alberta here at 8 tonight, and we got the boys all fed up and revved up here. Just going to go downstairs here and smudge them up here before the game.
How is it being behind the bench?
Trev, it's honestly, you know, I get a little excited. It's like I'm playing again, especially coaching these young boys. You know, they're 18, 16 years old. You know, we've been there, and just to get them ready, be there, show them what we went through, and teaching these young kids what hockey's about and what the future holds for them, and giving them that knowledge. You know, it's, you know, I'm grateful. I'm honestly grateful for the opportunity that I actually had here in the last year since I retired and stuff. So it's been a ride, and I'm really experiencing it, and I'm loving it, and I'm taking it, holding it, and riding it. So it's awesome. I love it.
Speaking about retiring from senior hockey, how is it being full-time hockey dad?
Oh, it's busy. It's more than you know, it gets expensive, you know, it's, but you work hard. You want
Yeah.
to give your kids these opportunities that we never had growing up, is why, you know, I said, you know, it's time. And you know, I had to play a few tournaments here for one of my late brothers that I lost last year. And in our culture, you know, you gotta mourn for the year. So I played in a couple tournaments just for him here for the last year. And Jim Nielsen was the last one here I played a couple weeks ago, and it was pretty tough not being on your skates and playing games for 2 years. And, but, giving back and doing these coaching and being daddy now is something I really take pride in, and showing these next generation of kids on what to expect and what we want as parents and coaches for the next generations.
Red Pheasant, they'll be in the Freddy again. Are you going to be playing, or are you going to be coaching, helping out with the Rebels?
No, I'm not going to be playing. I actually really announced that big retirement for native hockey too. And I did reach out to the boys and I said, if you need a coach, let me know. But, some of those boys don't listen very well. So it's pretty tough to coach Ben, right?
BNK Hockey, it's a hockey school that you own and operate. How's that going?
Trev, it's been like with that too. I kind of finished hockey, or not hockey, working about Christmas time, and I said, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go with this BNK, see what happens. Frick, I've been to every First Nation there is up north. I've been to probably about 20 and just did camps, skill, power skating, some First Nations up north, like Cumberland, Stanley Mission. They booked for 2 days straight and paid for the 3-4 days that I was there. Took
Yeah.
me on skidoo rides. It's awesome seeing these little young kids and giving them that hope and that love for the game, and seeing their faces is just, that's what I do it for, is for those little kids out on those reserves. And, we've been there skating every day on ponds, and,
Yeah.
I teach these kids on, not to be the last in line, but we deserve to be the first in line. We're not in the back anymore. We're not down here. I want these kids up here to be the best and to become the best,
For sure. That's exactly right. Do
Yeah.
you see yourself like down the road being a coach, have it be like starting like junior, or just work your way up the ladder?
Yes, I actually had some really good opportunities already here this year, but it gets expensive, like I said, for our kids. But
Yeah.
I was asked to play or coach some junior A hockey in this AJHL as a new franchise, but I had to turn it down. But I am taking my high performance, I'm taking my development player stuff as we speak. I start Monday of next week, and I'm gonna get my certificates. And yeah, I look forward to becoming something in coaching and moving up the ladder for sure.
You were mentioned in a book by Ken Reed called Hometown Heroes. I read it. It was pretty good. There were some other players that I recognized. How flattering was it for you to be mentioned in such a
Oh,
good book? And the book was like a bestseller. So
yes, Trev. It's just it was so, it warms my heart to be that First Nation. That's what it really touches me, is that Indigenous person being in that book. All those road trips I took, all those games I played, it was rewarding. And Ken Reed actually reached out after my retirement, and it just, some of the stuff in there that he talked about was some of the stuff that are personal, but we live that life.
yeah.
Every First Nation guy or girl now, they're going to experience those things. And that's something that I will hold dear to my heart. And I'm very flattered. And I talk to Mr. Reed all the time, and he's like, good work and keep up the good work. And, I know I hold it dear to my heart. So I really appreciate that and being in that book.
As a former player, now hockey dad and coach, how far has Indigenous hockey come, as in like talent, with these kids from the time, like from the time we were kids, from your kids to now, these players for Team Saskatchewan and the rest of the provinces and territories?
Well, that's something I'm looking, and that's what I feel every day. I'm watching these kids play. It's unreal. It's phenomenal. These kids can, it's not as dirty as we used to be. Like, these guys now are like, oh, Tyson, you were so mean on the ice, blah blah blah. And these kids, they're so fast. Like some are doing today. There was like 3 kids that tried the Michigan on the game, and I'm like, some of them are making passes over 4 guys. Like it's fast, it's quick. These kids are really respectful, is what I find, and I love that, and that's what it's about. But the hockey now, Indigenous, is awesome. Like you see these tournaments, like I probably could never skate or keep up with them anymore, but it's come a long ways. And as I just recently got the Indigenous scouting coordinator for Saskatchewan, we're looking at building a Olympic team here in the future with Ted Nolan and all those guys, Sydney Daniels, there's Bridget Laquette. We're looking to bring our Indigenous up to Olympic level hockey. So we're going to start with a U18 team and go from there. So, right there, it shows how much we've come, and, the future looks bright for us.
So what's the best thing about coaching right now with Team Saskatchewan, even though you guys just played one game and you guys have a second game coming up in a bit?
The boys,
Yeah.
those kids in their 16, 17 years old, and the respect they give you and the humbleness they carry. Like we're doing sharing circles we do with our kids. We do a lot of ceremony stuff like smudging, and the respect and the pride they bring to the rink, the humbleness, that goes a long way. And then just being there, showing them what I loved and what it's given to me is, something I'll keep doing and I love to do. So
What advice would you, as a hockey parent and like former player and someone who's coaching goes out for the hockey parents. What advice would you give hockey parents? Because sometimes hockey parents go off like, oh, they'll post on social media, my kid scored 7 goals, or my kid this, my kid that. What would you give advice for parents who are like that, especially when they post stuff on social media and stuff like that?
yeah, no, that's something I experienced with myself too. I kind of gotta sit back, be humble. Do not contact your coaches. Do not contact your team management and say, and start, because coaches don't like that. Your kid's got to earn the spot. He's got to earn his time. That's what it's about. Just put in the time, put in the effort. It'll all pay off in the end. These kids are building relationships. They're meeting new friends, their brotherhood, sisterhood. Support them, be there as much as you can. I know it's expensive and it's takes a lot of time, but it'll pay off in the end. It keeps them out of trouble, and that's what we do this for, is them to have a life and a future and build those friendships.
I see you're wearing a nice medallion. Tell us about your medallion.
Yeah, no, this is was made for me as a coach here for Team Sask. My woman that did my traditional outfit, she made it for me. Her name's Lodi Baptiste, Edgar's wife, and she sent this for us. And I don't want to say too much and jinx it, but I got plans for it. I got plans for it for the end here, and I am a superstitious guy, so the boys love it. Everybody's complimenting it, and yeah, I love it, and it's gonna be something I'm gonna cherish forever.
So with the pre-game tunes, are you the DJ for the room, or one of the boys are the DJ?
So one of the boys, and that's one other thing, Trev, is we grew up with AC/DC, Metallica, and these boys are playing like rap, and how I used to have techno and AC/DC and stuff, but it's different. But yeah, the talent these kids have is phenomenal. Like tonight, maybe if you have time, tune in. This is a big game here at 8, and there's some good players out of Alberta and Saskatchewan. So
Yeah, it's very good to see the talent across Canada and the territories, how good
yes,
Indigenous hockey, and it's very good to see. Like I watched Ontario and BC, and they
yep.
that was a very good game. And so, what about a dress code? Are you do you have to wear a suit and tie?
Yeah, we had a dress code tonight. We're just going with our coats were back ordered, so we're just going with some fleeces, dress pants, dress shoes, and a golf shirt, just to keep it neutral. We're the opening ceremony tonight, so we want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
And we are going to dress up for tomorrow's 5 o'clock game with suits. So there is a little bit of a dress code, and track suits are good. We just want to be comfortable, right? So
I've never seen you with your hair done up. You look very slick, bro.
look at this, doing the mullet, boys.
That's pretty deadly.
Yeah. Got a little flow in the back. Yeah, doing
That's
it for the
nice.
young boys. They like it. So
Right on, man. Yeah, thanks for joining us on very quickly. We know you have a
yeah,
game, so we thank you for coming on the show, and you're more than welcome to come back on anytime you want, bro.
yes.
Are you gonna go to the Freddy in a couple of weeks to go watch some games?
Yes, I plan on going. Like I said, Red Pheasant has a pretty stacked up girls team, and I think I'm going to try and help out there. And obviously, I want to see the boys and cheer on the Rebels out there too. They got a pretty tough pool, so I of course I want to be there. That was a big part of my life too, is winning the Freddie a few times, and I always want to go back and support that for sure.
Sounds good. Well, Bush and I will be at the Freddy, so hopefully we run into you again and say hi for sure.
Yes, I'll have a B&K gift for you there, brother, for sure.
Sounds good. We have some shirts. We'll have some shirts too. So
Okay.
for sure I'll bring you what an extra medium.
Double XL, bro. I haven't skated for a while. So.
It was a cold winter.
Yeah, it was cold for sure.
All right, bro. Good luck to you and Team Saskatchewan, and hope you guys bring home the gold. And like I said, we'll see you in a couple weeks, bro.
Okay, brother. Love you.
I love
care,
you. We'll
Trev.
talk to you again, man.
Okay. Peace, brother.
One.
Hi.
Hi, yeah. How are you?
Yeah. Oops. What did I do here?
La
I
la
clicked
la
on
la
something.
la. I love that. War Rats.
Yeah.
Your hair's getting really long, man. That's like a little Jerry curl in the front.
Well,
You'll need some of that. What's that hairspray called on Coming to America? Flow or
Flow.
Glow? Is it Glow?
Soul flow, soul glow.
That's what you need. Just put it on before you go to bed and just soak your pillowcase.
Yeah.
Or put it down in your hair
Soul
and just wear
glow.
your hat.
Yeah. Just a big stain on my hat.
Yeah, welcome back to the third part of our podcast, our show. So thanks, Watts, for coming on the show. It's so always good to have him on the show. It's lots of laughs,
Yeah.
and even though it was a short interview, it was a good one. He's played a lot of hockey throughout his hockey career and a lot of miles. So good for him for his new for his hockey school and him wanting to coach and
Yeah.
teach the next generation of Indigenous players. So good for him for doing that, still being in the game and loving the game. Rez Hockey top 5. I made a quick list of Rez Hockey top 5 players at the Brent Wilson Memorial Tournament. I'll just say them quick. I'll go 5 to 1. Really no order. These guys played super deadly all weekend. Curtis Roach, he played with the Brown Lake Bears. He really good defenseman. You'll probably know him if you'll recognize him if you see him on the ice. He has the brown gloves, brown helmet, and brown CCM pants. He usually plays with PBCN. He played with them last year. Really good defenseman.
Okay.
He was best D this past weekend, but he's always a standout. I guess the next one is Connor Roulette. He played with Saugeen Braves. He was flying out there. They scored with the one game I was watching. They scored with like 20 seconds left, and face off. Connor took it down, and they scored with 0.01 second left. So they won the game like 3-2, and Connor was on the ice for both goals, and he was flying out there. So it's good to see Connor playing in this tournament because he usually never gets a chance to play in native tournaments. But
Next one is Riley McKay. Riley played with the Cross Lake Islanders. Riley played this past season with the Laval Rockets in the American Hockey League with Brady Keeper, and Riley is a really gritty player who could skate with the puck and shoot and pass. So he had a really good tournament. Next is we talked about Judd. This guy, I don't know, he gets better with age, or like this guy's in tip top shape though, and like I wish I got better with age. So, but Judd was flying out there again. I mean, he makes it look so easy. Like this guy's, I think he's 38. So 40 plus tournaments, we'll make sure to hit up Judd.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
Next week we're gonna get him to sign something in writing that once he turns 40, he's gonna play for us in old timers.
Yes.
So, and Keyshawn,
yeah.
he won best forward or MVP of the tournament. So Keyshawn was flying, and it's good to see him his confidence back, and he's loving the game. He had a very good season with Tulsa, and big news, he's going to Finland. He signed a 1-year contract to go play overseas in Finland. So good for you. All the best, and I'm just happy for him because he had a really tough year and when he went to Lakehead University to play youth sports, but you could see that fire in his eyes again, and he's flying, man. So all 5 players will be playing in the Freddie, and these guys are Sunday players, and they're 1,000 in the room, more than 1,000 in a room. So it was really good hockey. Just want to give a shout out, a big congrats to Hubert Clark from Norway House First Nation. Hubert was drafted in the 4th round in the USHL draft by the Youngstown Phantoms. So we just want to say good luck. Hubie is playing with Team Manitoba at the National Aboriginal Hockey Championships right now. So this kid is really good, man. Where did I see him play? I seen him at the Tribal Days. He played for his community. He played for the Norway House Bruins, and he was right in the mix, man. He like for a young kid for like that to play Rez Hockey. He was up with the pace, and he was taking hits and taking up the puck. And not too many 17-year-olds can do that in Res tourneys, but he did it, and he's going to be a really good defenseman. So I just want to give him a shout out. Playoff hockey, major junior. We got right now. We got game 7 between the Pavel McKenzie and the Moose Jaw Warriors against Wasey Rabbits and Saskatoon Blades. That's in game 7 right now.
As we
still
speak.
1-1 in the 3rd. The winner of that will play the Portland Winterhawks. But in the OHL, North Bay Battalion and Dalen Wakely, former guest of the show, unfortunately lost to the Oshawa Generals last night in game 7. But Max McHugh and the London Knights are in the finals against Oshawa Generals. Lincoln Moore, he is from Garden River First Nation, just outside Sault Ste. Marie. He plays for the Saginaw Spirit, so he has a berth. Him and the Spirit have a berth in the Memorial Cup. So it's good to see that the Indigenous players are still playing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Whew. Still 1-1. Oscana Cup. Congrats to the Rez Kings, Dwayne Jr. and all his buddies out there, like Hunter, Shancy, and a bunch of other guys won that one in Regina. And the Goodwill Cup was won by Long Lake 58 Generals. I know a couple guys from Long Lake, super nice guys. So congrats, Ricky and the boys, for winning the 10 G's. Holy shit, are you yawning?
Yeah, I had a yawn there. It's just bizarre.
How bizarre. How bizarre. That's the worst song to get stuck in your head.
Yeah, it is.
When that song is on like 90s on Sirius, I change it right away.
Yeah. With Downtown Julie Brown.
Even like right away, because it'll get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
How bizarre.
I know, and it was so popular too in the bars.
That's so dumb, that song.
Yeah.
How bizarre. How bizarre.
It's
So yeah, a lot of hockey this past weekend. Three
Lots,
big
yep.
tournaments, Thunder Bay, Regina, and Winnipeg. So congratulations to all the winners and all the players who skated. I mean, one thing I watched, I'm not gonna say who I or what, like I saw a Facebook live feed of a minor hockey game and parents were yelling. Like, I can't believe that still. Why yell in a game when your kids can't hear you?
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to yell, go coach, tell them what to do. So it's just, I don't know, it drives me up the wall when parents yell. Like when Nick and Anna played, I didn't yell because I know they're not going to hear me. So
Yeah.
I just stand there and watch. Like, parents got to relax, relax. Let the coach, let the kids play. And the coaches are probably going to tell the kids what you're yelling at, anyways, right? When they're on the bench or in the dressing room. So I just don't understand. It's parents got to relax. It drives me up the wall. Chill.
Yeah.
And one thing is, when it comes to minor hockey, reserves should let kids who are band members or live in a community play before they pick up imports.
Yeah.
Do you think that? Do you
I think so.
agree?
Yeah.
Because I know I heard in the Goodwill tournament in Thunder Bay, there was teams that were picking up imports before they were picking up kids from that community. And
Yeah,
that's
that's not
100%
cool.
wrong. I mean, at that age, they win a banner and they win a medal. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, some parents are so hardcore on winning first. You're just teaching the kids the wrong thing. Teach them to have fun. Teach them that it's okay to lose. Teach them that it's it's fun to play with other like people
Mhm.
like from your community, like to build that friendship. But I don't think I don't know. I totally disagree with picking up imports first, then asking
Yeah.
kids
That's
from
not
that
cool.
community. It's not right. It's just gonna make the kids sad, and that sometimes kids quit because of things like that. So parents, managers, coaches, please, minor hockey, pick kids from the community first. So
Yeah.
I just can't reach that enough. It just drives me up the wall. I think I don't know. Minor hockey is really weird nowadays. And with the parents yelling, well, parents
Mhm.
always yell, but it seems like I mean, it's like every time I watch like a live feed on social media, you hear parents yelling and screaming. Just save it for the bench. Save it for the coach to do it on the bench.
Yeah.
So parents relax. Yeah, give another shout out to Gavin McKenna. Gavin was on Team Canada for the U18 and they won the World Championship. Uh, Gavin scored the most points, 20 points in that tournament, most by a Canadian player. And he was recently named Rookie of the Year for the WHL. As a 16-year-old, he scored 34 goals, 63 points, 97 points in 61 games. As a 16-year-old,
That's crazy.
97 points. He is from, okay, I'm going to butcher this. Trondheim, Uishan. I butchered it. It doesn't sound right. But this kid's unreal. How do you get 97 points? 61 games. He's playing U18 World Championship as a 16-year-old. Like, holy mackerel, this kid's really good.
What's
He's
his name
good
again?
too. Gavin McKenna, McKenna. I tried to YouTube the community name so I wouldn't butcher it, but I butchered it. Did you where
Well,
is
I'll
he?
just yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna touch that. But it's how it's spelled and the dialect.
Yeah, right.
It's we're reading how we've been taught to say, but
But it's different, right?
yeah.
It's like Sutna.
Yeah,
Right?
Tina, yeah.
Tutina.
Yeah.
See, even
So
I butchered
so
that
it's
still.
so Trev's reading it. It's TR apostrophe ONDEK, but the E has two little characters above it. So like it's not
Is it a
gonna be
silent
pronounced
E
E or
or an
Trondek.
A?
Yeah, see.
But he currently lives with his parents in Whitehorse,
Mhm.
Yukon. So, well, but it's always good to mention what community he's under, what band. So, um, yeah. So good for him, man. This kid's gonna be guaranteed first overall pick. I'll message him on one of his socials and see if he can come on the show. See if he has any pointers for us how to score 91 points and
Yeah.
97 points in 61 games. Crazy. Remember a couple of weeks ago when we had Kyle Dodgen Horse? I guess I went to he talked about having Costco hot dog burps. I
Yeah.
had a hot dog from Costco on Sunday and I did have Costco hot dog burps. I always, every time we used to go to the city, we used to go to Winnipeg. I used to tell my kids, let's go eat at Costco because it's cheap.
Yeah.
So I got a poutine and a hot dog. It was $8.50. But if you go to a New York Fries, it's like 15, 16 bucks.
I know.
So think wise with your money when you want to eat.
Mhm.
So, but anyways, enough about food. Hopefully Saskatoon wins. Or you
Yeah,
know
I
what? Either
know.
way, I mean, we're going to Saskatoon next week for the Fred.
Oh,
What?
no. Moose Jaw just pumped a goal.
No.
10 minutes left in the third, or 9 minutes left in the third. Moose Jaw's
Either
up
way,
by
we're
1.
happy because we're happy for Pavel McKenzie, who's from
Yeah.
Cumberland House Cree Nation. So either way, we have an Indigenous player or coach that will be in the WHL finals. So
Yeah.
it's always good to support our Indigenous brothers when their teams are competing. So either way, win-win for all of us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just want to give a shout out to former guest of the show, Jason Smith, Darren Reed, and Watts, because they're three guys who are coaching readers, coaching Alberta, Smitty in Manitoba, and you got Watts in Saskatchewan. So it's cool that these guys are giving back. These guys had really good hockey careers, and now they're giving back and coaching the next up and coming Indigenous players. So I like seeing that. It's really cool. What else can we Oh yeah, there's a new team in the Freddy. Unfortunately, the Waskaganish Wings from Quebec weren't able to make it to the Freddy next week, so we welcome Sweetgrass Broken Feathers.
Yeah.
Who will be in Pool F. That's pretty
Yep.
cool. Broken
Whitefish,
Feathers.
Seguin, Kainai, and
Oh man, how do you you
Shot
shot
Mane
Mak
Utenam.
Shakash.
What's this called? Jackass, yeah.
So
Shaka Khan.
Shaka
Shaka-
Khan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Washat Makmane Utenam.
Holy jeez. We're gonna meet. I know some guys. There's a kid named Billy Biederman. He's from Moose Factory, and he's an import for these guys. So
Okay,
we'll
so
go see Billy and ask him how to say the team name.
yeah. We gotta
So
record it though.
Broken Feathers. That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah.
Broken Feathers. So
Cool F, yeah.
Sweetgrass Broken Feathers. So yeah, next week we're leaving on early. So Monday night we'll do the show. We'll
Yeah.
upload next week's show on a Monday. So next week we'll go we'll pick the top two of each division for men and women, and we'll pick an overall winner of the
Okay.
Freddy. That's we got to do our homework.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think we got to start charging teams and players. I mean, we get a lot of messages. I've been getting messages today about if we could help teams. We won't
Find a player.
mention teams, but we've been helping teams and players get on teams for the Freddy. So I think we got to charge like a fee or something.
Finder's
like-
fee.
Yeah, we're like agents. So
Like buy us a hot dog at Costco and we're call it even.
or
Right?
buy some chicken fingers at the canteen
Yeah.
at the main at the Morellis there. So
Or we have those big ass pizzas.
where? Or buy us a sub at Subway.
No, not seven. No. Sorry, I was thinking about Phoenix. The Smokies at the canteen at Merle's One, at the main arena.
Oh yeah, I have a picture
Yeah.
of you.
I know you do.
One biting a big
Just
big
bow down,
sausage.
big Smoky.
And you're eating like as if you're going to the chair, man.
I know.
Just eating fast. But yeah, I ordered stickers, helmet stickers. So if you
Yeah.
see us around, we have stickers, and hopefully uh our clothes will be in. So I got a message that tomorrow, and
Yep.
so hopefully we'll be around selling shirts. So
Wash at Mac money utanam.
I can't wait to go to the Friday. It's gonna be fun.
Gosh.
It's gonna be like a big family reunion, just seeing
Yeah.
a bunch of cousins you haven't seen and a bunch of crazy aunties and uncles, and so we're looking forward to seeing everyone at the Friday next week. It should be good. But yeah, but next week episode we'll try to predict
Mm,
the top two teams, because in each division the top two teams make it to the next round. Sunday hockey. So
Yeah.
should be interesting. A lot of good pickups, a lot of some teams are
Yeah.
missing and some teams that were added. So it's gonna be we're gonna be at the rink. I think last year we were at the rink like 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
We were there lots. Like last year, I was at the rink. I was helping out Moose Factory Scrappers.
Yep.
So I was at the rink. They had an 8 o'clock game that Sunday morning. So I was
Yeah,
at the rink from like 7:30 all the way to the finals. And the finals was like at 9. So I was
Yeah.
there like over 12 hours. It was a very long day. So you know what we should do? We
What?
should get like seat cushions since we don't since we don't have no bums, and we need some padding because those plastic seats get hard and it gets
Yeah.
uncomfortable. So maybe we'll have to go to Walmart and look for cushions. Look for some cushions for our cushion. So, oh, geez. So, still 2-1 Moose Jaw right now. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, let's skedaddle for another week.
right.
We can watch some hockey, some NHL playoffs, which I probably won't. I'm just saying.
Big games tomorrow night.
Yeah, game 1, Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
What do you think?
West Coast time zone.
Do you think Superfan Magoo's superstitious too?
Oh, I guarantee he's superstitious.
He's wearing the same face paint, like the same design
Yeah.
as the whole playoff series, and same clothes, and
Yeah. Oh, crap, my hair is getting.
it's getting long, man. I'll give you a haircut.
No, you won't.
I'll give you a haircut next week.
Okay.
So yeah, but thanks for joining us for another week of
Yeah.
Rez Hockey. This is episode 114. So like us on our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and we're on YouTube. This is going to be on YouTube. So like and subscribe and hit that little notification. So every time we download a video, you'll get a notification. So yeah, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it. If you guys have anything that you want us to discuss on a future episode, shoot us a message, or you want someone a shout out or to be Cuz of the Week, or anyone that you want us to interview, we're more than happy to take recommendations. So it happens, and we're if you want to come on the show, even let us know. So, right. So yeah, thanks, Will, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, we will.
Peace.
Peace.